What is up, YouTube family? Thank you guys for tuning back into Wilburn Reactions. My name is Chad. If you are new to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. I promise you won't be disappointed. Hit that thumbs up if you like this video. Also, notification buttons on at all times. I do release videos throughout the day. Today, we're headed back into my man, Jeff Beck, but he is going to be joining the stage with a few other artists. Their other names are going to be Terry Bozzio and Tony Hymas. And the song we're going into is Slingshot. This is going to be a live performance. I did look into the links you guys sent me for this request, and because this video is, I guess, a little bit older, there wasn't a lot of great quality videos out there, so I went and grabbed the best one that I could find out of all these, but it's not the best, but I don't know why. But, you know, music always conquers all, so it should come out pretty clean with these guys being, well, I know Jeff Beck, but the rest of these guys, I don't know, but from what I've reacted to previously with Jeff Beck joining the stage with anybody, they've been great. To my new subscribers, I want to thank you guys for joining this family. And I want to let you guys know I don't talk, skip, or pause during my reactions. I wait to the end to give you my honest, detailed breakdown. So wait for that. Let's dive in.
Everybody's arguing. My whole staff is arguing. Is it Bozzio or Bozzio? You know? So we said it the first way, and I would say it this, huh? Bozzio. You think it's Bozzio? Okay. Somebody in the booth said Bozzio. But we've plugged both names now. My next guest is a true original. From his days as one of the Yardbirds to his just completed tour with Stevie Ray Vaughan, his brand of fiery guitar playing has rocked millions. Tonight is his first ever live performance on American television. And joining him are bandmates, Terry Bozzio and Tony Hymas, playing Slingshot from their new album, Guitar Shop. Please welcome Jeff Beck.
That is just insane. 2 Jeff Becks back to back. I should have known going to do 2 Jeff Beck reactions back to back, what I was getting myself into. That's crazy. And what's more crazy, as I'm sitting here watching, I'm like, okay, there's 3 guys that we named in the title. And then I see 3 guys on the stage, and I don't see a bass player up there. So I was really curious before the song, when it got started, I'm like, what are they going to do here? But when I tell you those keys, the guy on the keys held that bass line down. Man, he covered that bass line well. I thought it would have been crazy, though. I would love to, like, future references if you can throw a real bass in there on that track. I mean, but it sounds just as great right now without a bass line, letting the keys handle the bass line. But I think if you throw a bass line on that track and let Jeff Beck do his thing, yeah. I think it needs that bass line thrown on it. But all in all, like I said, I think if anybody, just the title itself, I said if anybody's joining the stage with Jeff Beck, you're definitely going to get a great performance. You're not going to get no mediocre or anything. And I feel like you have to be great to bag up a guitarist such as himself. I think whenever you're on the stage with anybody who's at the level of Jeff Beck, or say, like I said, you up there, Janis Joplin's, anybody that's on the level of just their levels, you have to have great musicians to back them up. You have to be able to keep up with someone like that. You can always tell, me personally, I think when you're in a band or you're playing in a band, if it's a okay band, or you can tell if someone's holding them back. I've been to performances, you could tell. I remember a guy, this guy that was on the drum when I was watching this band, he was holding them back. You could tell these guys couldn't exceed to the level they need to exceed to, because he wasn't able to keep tempo the way they wanted him to, or certain things, fills, he would lose count, and you could just tell these guys weren't playing at their full potential. So I bring that up, like you said, like a person like Jeff Beck, let's just say that guy on the keys was mediocre, the guy on the drums is all right. He wouldn't be able to shred the way he's doing, because he has to rely on those guys to keep the tempo and hold it down. And when like I said, those guys did what they needed to do. I love also with the drummer, I love the different pieces he had up there, especially with his toms, and then he had some other pieces that had some unique sounds to it when he was doing some of his fills. It reminded me of going into, I know Tool's drummer does it, Danny does it on his drum set, where he has some electronic stuff up there and some different sounding equipment on his drum set. I've never personally played on anything like that, but I think that's very unique when they add those elements to it. And I was looking at that and I was like, but I don't think he had anything electronic up there. I think all his stuff was just I'm trying to think back. Did I see anything electronic up there? No, it wasn't. So I think that's very unique when they add things like that. And I think it makes you think as a drummer too, because when you add more elements, I always felt when I played on a big set before, guys who got more pieces on their drum set than I do. And I think it makes you think more as a drummer, because you're like, where am I going? And you're looking at this drum set and it's kind of like staring you back now, because like you got all this stuff up there and it's like, what should I do with this fill that's coming up? You got so much things and so much stuff to just bang on. It's like, what am I going to do with this next? You just don't know. So I thought that was cool that he had that. And he had some really nice fills, especially towards the end, covering up. He had some nice fills at the end throughout the entire song. And I thought it was unique. Double bass was up there. I did see him playing on a double bass and adding that in the mix. I always like on a song like this, you don't expect double bass to be on it, and when they incorporate it. And I think Jeff Beck did this before on another one of his songs I reacted to, where I did not expect double bass to be included, and that double bass line rolled in there, which was very cool. So, like I said, I wouldn't expect a drummer to have a double bass on this track, but it went very well with it. I thought all these guys are very well rounded. So the question comes to, like, I've seen Jeff Beck in action. I saw him with Daryl Hyman, and then now he's up on stage with 2 other guys. So are these like different projects where he went down different lanes, and he jammed with this, or is this his original group that he jams with normally all the time? And then the Hyman guy, of course, is probably somebody else that he was with. So does he have different projects where he was working on and he just was all over the place? Because I'm starting to see so many different Jeff Beck angles. I'm a little confused. So I'm going to let you guys give me the history lesson on that. But I enjoyed this track. Thank you guys for the suggestion. Thank you for tuning back into my channel. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video.